welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome back to the channel, guys, ahead of another crucial match day when it comes to Barca, because indeed, while speculation is still very much continuing over the future of Ronald Koeman, but the spotlight has been taken. The headlines have been written, because today it's not about Koeman. It is about the return of Ansu Fati. He is in the squad, medically cleared and ready to go. So, let's get to it. Because indeed, on Saturday morning, we were greeted finally with some good news. And that is something that as Barca fans right now, we have to snatch that with both hands. You've got to enjoy it. We have some good news. Ansu is back. This is a guy who has not played since November the 7th in 2020. It's been nearly a year without this exciting young player. But now he's back. He is available with the squad once again. He's gone through multiple surgeries. He's had agonising setbacks along the way. He has been tested not only physically, but mentally as well. This has been a really, really long journey. But like I say, he is in the squad. His name is there. He is available. And based on what Ronald Koeman said earlier on in his press conference on Sunday at the Camp Nou, he's going to be back. Because Ronald Koeman said it is very important for us to have him available in the team again. He said, first of all, just for Ansu himself to be back is such an amazing moment. He said, we have a plan. We will follow that plan very closely to get Ansu back to his best. He said, we have to be very, very focused along with the medical team. He said, there is a long way to go before he was back to like he was before. He said, you don't get back to that in 2 games or 2 weeks. He said, you've got to be careful with him. He will go through a process to get minutes, but Koeman did indeed confirm that the plan against Levante was that Ansu Fati is going to play. He said he has been called up with us, he's available, he will play a maximum of 15 minutes. He said the most important thing is to bring him back properly and not to rush things. And I think right there, that is a very, very good and important point, I think, for all of us, because yes, of course, we are very, very excited by the prospect of welcoming Ansu Fati back, because like I say, it has been such a long time coming. It was a player that really captured all of our hearts. He's got the number 10 now. He's such an exciting talent. We all know what he can do at his best, but we have to keep those expectations right now very, very realistic. This is a guy, like I say, who's been out for such a long time. It is going to take a while to get that sharpness back, to get the confidence back as well, not only in himself, but also in his body, to feel as though he can make the kind of movements that he was before. But I'm sure he'll get there. I'm sure that we will see Ansu back again as we know him. But we have to give him time. We've got to be very, very patient. We can't expect here Ansu to come back into the team and provide miracles for a struggling Barcelona side. Because at the end of the day as well, this is an 18-year-old player. We can't put everything on him. We can't put all the expectations on him to suddenly turn our fortunes around. We all know what he can do. We all know what we hope that he's going to come back and achieve. But stay patient, guys. Let's get behind him. Let's give him all of our support. And however long he needs, we will be here waiting and supporting. And indeed, guys, since we are on the subject here of support and when we are on the subject here of being patient, what I do want to talk about as well is another forward, a very different kind of situation. I want to talk about Memphis Depay, because I tell you now, that is a combination, that is a partnership up front that I am so excited to see there. They seem like they have a real camaraderie off the field. They get on very, very well there, Ansu and Memphis. I cannot wait to see them linking up on the field. But of course, Memphis against Cadiz in the last game, we dropped points. It was not a good night for the team, and it certainly wasn't a good night for Memphis Depay. You know, he should have scored, no doubt about that. He probably could have won us the game on another day, and there has been a little bit of a drop-off since his electric start to the season. But what I have to say right now is we've got to get behind him. We can't expect Memphis here to do it all. Right now we're struggling as a team. Naturally, his level maybe has been dragged down with the rest of the players. But the most important thing, I think, right now, looking at the games, looking at the performances, is that he's still involved. I would be much, much more concerned about the form of Memphis, about the way that Memphis is playing, if he was ghosting through games, if he didn't even notice that he was there. But that's anything but the case. He is still getting into the right areas. He's still getting chances, he's making good runs, he's making good moves, he's linking up well with his teammates. All that we were lacking the other night, it was the finish. And look, it wasn't good on that night, but that will come. He's getting there, it's all about that finish, and we have to keep the faith in this man. Because again, we've already seen what he can do, we know the quality is there, and we have to get behind the team right now, because we need these points. Because obviously, guys, when you are looking at the expected lineup from Ronald Koeman heading into this game, ideally we'd like to change a few more things after that result against Granada, then again against Cadiz. We'd like to maybe mix things up a little bit, but to be fair, we don't have an abundance of options right now. So I think especially with De Jong's suspension, you've got that to worry about as well now. We're probably going to see Sergio Roberto come into midfield there. Gavi again should get a start. That'll be really, really impressive for him. And then I think probably until the likes of Ansu can come on, we are going to see probably De Jong in that lineup again, maybe Coutinho in behind him. I don't think Yusuf Demir is going to start after Koeman took him off at half-time in the last game, which seemed a little bit harsh, I do have to say. But along with that team, and the team, that will start the game with, we'll be hoping start the match better than we have in the past too, as the game goes on, we do have a few more options to change it. We do have that threat of Ansu coming off the bench. Even if it is going to be only for 15 minutes, it still changes the dynamic of this team. It still changes the way that you can set up that front line. And like I say, that partnership with Memphis, it's going to be very, very exciting, because you could go there with Ansu out on his natural left side there, playing off to the left wing. He can obviously make central runs as well, almost interchanging there at times with Memphis Depay. Ansu sometimes coming down the middle, Memphis there towards the left-hand side, and Yusuf Demir maybe taking up that right wing position there to keep that width in that front line. But of course as well, you could just play them both as strikers. You could just play them both there as out-and-out forwards. Ansu there combining directly with Memphis, with Coutinho maybe just in behind the two of them, playing in those balls and looking to create with a lot more options, I would imagine, in terms of running in behind. And I just think here, even if Ansu at this stage, he's still going to be rusty, he is still going to need time, it adds another dimension to our attack. And let's remember, this is a Barca team who have struggled to create, struggled to score, and basically struggled to pose any sort of threat. Memphis Depay, he needs help. He needs support in that attack. And Ansu, he is on his way back. And I have just seen that Atletico Madrid have lost today. Could this be a good weekend for us? Because like I say, when you look at our position in the league, it doesn't matter about what's going on inside, outside the club right now. We need these points. And on Sunday, against Levante, we simply got to get them. Please do let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What are you expecting ahead of Ansu Fati's return to the team? What sort of performance are you expecting? Do you think maybe that could give the rest of the team a bit of a lift, a bit of a much-needed boost in confidence ahead of this fixture? I will see you, of course, after the game with all of the reaction tomorrow, guys. Thank you indeed for getting involved with the videos, as always, and I'll be seeing you very, very soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça!